Oh, okay. I can't minimize. So is everyone ready? Okay. So we're going to open, but don't do it yet. I'm going to show you how I want you to open it. We're going to open the taskbar handout 2. This time we're going to use the search bar. We're going to use the search bar to open it. So go to your taskbar, click inside the search bar, and type the space and T. All right, it's not showing up the same way. Okay. So you can see, if you look above, you have the taskbar handout. There's an arrow to the right. Click the arrow. And there is the link to the Windows 10 folder. You can see it's in, you can see OneDrive. Mine is different. You can see OneDrive, you can see class documents. No, you can see Computer Basics 2, and then you can see Windows 10. That's what you would see here. Is anyone not able to see the link to where the taskbar oh no, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. This is not number 2. This one is number 2 down here. The taskbar handout 2. So don't look for just the taskbar handout. It's the taskbar handout 2. Irma? You have to click in the search bar. Click in the search bar and now type the THT. Now look at the list. You see the taskbar handout 2. The taskbar handout 2. Go to the arrow. Don't put, just click the arrow to the right. See, you have the link there. So you have 2 ways to open it, right? You can click here, or you can click here to go to the File Explorer, to go to Windows 10. So go ahead and whichever way you prefer. Go to the Windows 10 folder. Taskbar. The taskbar handout. Okay, so let me see which one I'm going to do. Let me try this one here. I'm just going to click and there. And they put everything. So we're going to use the navigation pane to go to the page that we want. We could either do control page down, or we could use the navigation pane. Today, we're going to use the navigation pane. So to get to the navigation pane, go down to the lower left corner, right above the start button. Yes. When I click this up here. What's that? When I click in the enter it again. THE. That's one handout too. You can click right here. Oh, that's when you can click up? Yes. Thank you. So we are going to go to the bottom left corner, and right above the start button, there is page 1 of 3. You can see it right here, page 1 of 3. If you click on page 1 of 3, when you click on page 1 of 3, you get the navigation pane. And the pages, you can see at the top it says navigation, then it has a search box. Then below that you have headings, pages, results. So pages is what we are viewing. So we can scroll down. It's easier to scroll down here to find the page that we need. So let's go ahead and review page 4. Start button. Okay, so we can scroll down to see the whole page. And then you can either click page 5 of 13 in the lower left corner, or you can click the X here to close the navigation pane. And you can always click here again if you need it. Any questions? Everyone is good? Okay. So we talked about the start button, that the start button, when you click on it, you can view the start menu. There are two ways to view the start menu. Someone tell me the other way to view the start menu. By looking for the Windows key on the keyboard. It looks the same as the start button. You look for the Windows key on the keyboard and you press it, and there you have your start menu. We also said that I divided the start menu in three parts. What's the name of the part on the left? Options, right? So we put our mouse pointer over on the left and it expands. It expands and it shows us the names for those buttons that you are seeing. So you can see the names now when you put your mouse pointer there. You can see you have your name. Some students don't have their name. Some students have test student. That's okay though. You get the same thing when you click on it. So when you click on your name or test student, you get change account settings, lock, sign out, and switch user. When you click change account settings, you get the settings window. I changed my picture last night during the evening class. So it opens to the info page. Down at below the picture, or if you don't, below the circle, because when we are on Zoom, Zoom is using the camera, so we can't use the camera when we are in Zoom. But you can do it now if you click camera. I can't do it because I'm using Zoom. So if you click your camera, it will take a picture of you. Okay, and you can see your picture. Let me get out of your, you can move this up a little bit. And if you want to take a picture, go to the right and that white circle, the white circle to the right of your picture, and click. There you go. And you can get a better picture. And then click done at the bottom. And there it's loading. White circle. Oh, you put it already. Okay. So you can close it then. You're not able to do it. No, you can't take off the mask. But you can always change it. You can always change it. You can always change it. Someone wants to show a picture with their mouth, but just for practice. And then you'll see, close, we can go ahead and close the settings window. You can go ahead and close it. and then click the start button again.
So when we close, the picture disappears.
No, I'm gonna show you. Go ahead and show us. The settings on that. Okay, so then you wonder where you're gonna see it. Go ahead and click the start button. And you can see it right there, where your name is. Move your mouse pointer over here. Where your name is, you can see your picture right there. It's very small. But also, when you're logging into your computer, you'll see your picture, the big picture. Before you log in, you'll see that. So when you log in, maybe sometime today, this afternoon, tomorrow, you'll be able to see as you are. Go to log in, you'll see the picture. So let's see. So we see what change account settings can do. We talked about lock the computer. We do that if there are other people around and you have to leave your computer temporarily. You lock it so that no one can come on your computer and do anything in your account. If you lock, they can come and use your computer, but they have to log into their own account when they come to use your computer while you're away from it. And then when you return to your computer, you have to log back in, and all the things that you were doing before you walked away from the computer remain there. Did we talk about sign out and switch user? We did? Okay. So sign out is when you're finished all your work, but you don't want to turn off the computer. So you sign out. When you sign out, if you haven't finished all your work, sign out is going to close everything. Sign out will close everything that you were doing if you didn't close them before you click sign out. So when you click sign out and you come back to the computer, you have to sign back in. And it's like turning the computer on, because nothing that you are doing will be there. And then we have switch user. Switch user is when you need a computer immediately, right? And you go to this computer, someone is using it. So what you do is you switch user and you log into your account. But you have to have an account either on the network or on the computer. So you switch user, you don't sign out the account that was using the computer. You don't sign out because that person was doing something on the computer. So you switch user and you log in with your account. And then when you finish, you can sign out. And then the other person that was using it, when they return, they have to sign back in. But when they sign back in, everything that they were doing will be there. So switch user is done for a specific reason. You need a computer to do something immediately. You go to a computer that someone else is using. Instead of using that account, the person's account.
It's possible you have to just switch your account
Mhm.
or sign up? Or
No, no, this is only if you need to use the computer. And someone is already using it. They didn't lock the computer. They didn't put the computer to sleep. They didn't sign out. They left the screen available. So if you have to use the laptop immediately, you have an account on the computer or you have an account on the network. Like these computers that you have, these are on a network. So anyone can go on any of those computers and log in because you have an account on the network. But let's say you're at home and another adult is using the computer, they step away, but you have to do something immediately. So you switch user. You go to your account and do, because you're not going to find your files, folders, you're not going to find them on the other person's account. So you have to switch to your account to find your files. Any questions about that? Yes.
I have a question. How many accounts on a laptop you can hold?
As if you're on a network, as many as the network can work with, right? Because if you are, remember the network has the server to manage all the computers on the network. So if the hardware on the server is very small, so it can't hold as many as a bigger hard drive. So it all depends on the hard drive. So when you switch users, you're not closing the person's files that they were working on. You're not closing it. You're just switching to your account. And then you either sign out. No, it's best that you sign out when you're finished. So then the other person returns to the computer. They see that someone used the computer, and all they have to do is log back in, sign back into the computer. And they will have all their work still there.
Switch between accounts, it doesn't make any change to the other.
Yeah, no. The only change is that when the person comes back, they have to sign back in. That's the only change. But all their stuff remains there. So when you're using a computer that someone else has used or is using, that's the best thing to do. If you're using somebody else's computer, you have to have an account on that computer to use it. Right. It's best to sign out. Don't shut down. Don't shut down. It's best to sign out so that the other person can log back in and get back to their work. If you shut down the computer, that person loses all their work. But the computer will tell you that there's another user logged in. And they will ask you, are you sure you want to shut down? Because another user is on using the computer. So you have the option to say, yes, shut down, or no, don't shut down, just sign me out. Does that make sense? Any other questions about that? Okay. Okay, and then we have documents. If you click documents, go ahead and click documents. You open the documents folder in File Explorer. You can see documents is selected on the left. Go ahead and close it. Go back to the start menu. And then you have pictures. If you click the pictures folder, it takes you to the pictures folder in File Explorer. You can see on the left, pictures is selected on the left. Go ahead and close it. And let's go back to the start menu. And then we have settings. Go ahead and click settings. This is the main page on the settings window. This is the main page, and it has all the things that you can do to make changes to your computer. All the things are here. So if you want to open the settings window, showing the main page, you would come here to the start menu and open it from there. Go ahead and close the settings window. Let's go back to the start menu. And then the last one is the power button. Click the power button, and you see there are three options. There's sleep, there's shutdown, and there's restart. Sleep, remember, it's the same as lock. The same as lock. The only difference between sleep and lock is that when you put the computer to sleep, if you're using battery, you use less power. You use less power if you're using battery when you put the computer to sleep. When you lock, the computer remains at 100% power to continue using the battery if you're on battery. If you're connected to by electricity, it doesn't matter. It only matters when you're on battery, because sleep will conserve the battery. Lock won't. So that's the main difference between sleep and lock. And then we have shutdown. Shutdown shuts down the computer completely. There are some people that turn off their computer by pressing the power button right above the keyboard. They press the power button. No, you don't turn off a computer like that. You have to come to the start menu, click power, and click shut down. That's the proper way of shutting down a computer. It might not affect when you press the button on the on the computer, the power button, it may not affect the computer immediately when you use it, but eventually it's going to damage the computer. And you want your computer to last as long as possible. So you do all the things that you need to do to have that computer working for as long as possible. And then restart. Restart shuts down the computer, and then it starts it back automatically. So both shutdown and restart, if you haven't closed all the windows that you're working on, like Word and your browser and whatever else you're working on the computer, if you don't close all of them before you shut down, the computer is going to give you like 20 seconds. It will tell you, you have open windows. Do you want to continue the shutdown? So you have 20 seconds to go back, click no, go back, and close your windows, and then do shutdown again.
So then if we want to shut down, we have to close all the windows.
You should. You should shut down all the windows. Although the computer can do it, but sometimes you have windows that you haven't saved. You are doing some work and you haven't saved it. So that's why it gives you, it tells you that there are windows that are open, but it only gives you like 20 seconds to, you say, no, let me go back. You have 20 seconds to do that. So you go back and you save your stuff, and then you do shutdown again. Any other questions? Okay, so let's see, let's move on. Let me do control page down. I don't remember if we read page 5. Did we read page 5 yesterday? I think we did. About just what I was talking about. When you change account settings, when you click lock, when you click sign out, when you, I think we read that, right? Yesterday. Okay, so if you weren't here yesterday, make sure you read the handout up to page 5. Okay, let's all go to. So let me tell you why it says page 7 here, but it says page 6 here. It says page 6 here, but it says page 7 here. It says page 6 because the first page, page 1, this page is not counted. You see? 0. So it's only starts counting at the second page. So that's why this is page 6, but it shows page 7 there. Okay, let's go back to the top of page 6. Would someone like to volunteer to read?
middle is the application section. It is the little, all the applications that are installed on the computer. At the top is the most used section. These are applications that you use regularly. Below that are all the applications listed in alphabetical order.
Okay, let's go to the start menu. Now we are in the application section, right? The middle section. And you can see at the top, it says recently added. Recently added. And then it will have some applications that you used recently. And then below that, you have the applications in alphabetical order. If you want to scroll down, you can just move your mouse pointer just to the right of the application section. When you come right here, you're able to see the scroll bar. You can either use the bar to scroll, or you can go down to the bottom and click the arrow. Click the arrow. Let's go all the way down to Word. Word. Okay, let's go all the way down to Word. Now in this application section of the start menu, you have some applications and then you have some folders. Let's see the Skype folder. You can see the Skype folder has a arrow to the right. We click that arrow, you can see all the things that are inside that folder. Skype, Skype, Skype for Business. Let's try another one. Let's go down to the bottom and let's look at Windows accessories. Windows accessories. It's right. I don't know if you have weather, but look for Windows accessory down at the bottom. And it has an arrow to the right. Click the arrow to the right and look at all of these things that are inside the Windows accessories folder. You can find Internet Explorer here. They haven't stopped Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer is still available, but Microsoft is now using Microsoft Edge. That's the new browser from Microsoft. And then you have some other things. You have Paint. You have, wow, Print 3D. That's interesting. That's new. You have Snipping Tool, Windows Media Player. They're all in the Windows accessory folder. So let's scroll back down to Word. Now, when you want to pin a certain application, you can right click. Oops, I left click. Sorry about that. Let me go back to the start menu. Let me scroll down, scroll all the way down. And right click, make sure you right click, because if you left click, it will open Word. Right click. No, I did it wrong. Right, oh, I already have it pinned. Okay. So at the top, let me unpin. Wait, no more. Oh no, it's not pinned to taskbar. Okay, the reason why my shortcut menu when I right click on Word is so long It's because it's showing me the 10 most recent Word files that I have used. These are all the recent Word files that I have used. But if I go up to the top, it says unpin from start. What they mean by start is the start menu. So you can see on the right, on the tile section, Word is there. So this is Word, the application here, and this is Word, the pin tile. These are called tiles. So here's Word pin there already. So that's why it says unpin from start. It says unpin from start, but we don't want to unpin it yet. And then below that, you have more. When you put your mouse pointer on more, it gives you an option to pin the taskbar. Also to run as an administrator. And then also to open file location. Because remember, all of these are shortcuts. They're all shortcuts that make it easy for you to find the file, the folder. No, I'm sorry, not folder, the application. Because that's all we see here on the list, the alphabetical list, applications. We don't see folder, although we see folders, but folders that we have created. You don't see folders that we have created. So if you want to find where that particular program is saved, you click Open File Location, and it will take you there. But there are all kinds of shortcuts on the computer to make it easy for you to find applications.
How you can think and unthink.
Huh?
How you can think and unthink.
Okay, let's go ahead and pin the taskbar. It's already pinned to the start menu. So move your mouse pointer to more and then click pin to taskbar. Now, you can't tell if it's open. You can't tell if it's pinned, right? Because it's open. Remember, when applications are open, they have that light blue line right below them. That's how you know that applications are open. These other ones without the light blue line, they're not open. But they live there. That's where they live. They are shortcuts, but these shortcuts live in the quick, quick launch bar. Thank you, the quick launch bar. So these live there. Some of these are visiting. So if they have that light blue line, they can either be visiting, meaning that you have them open, or they live there. You can't tell by looking at the light blue line. But let me go ahead and close my Word document. If I close my Word document, you can see now Word is there, but it doesn't have the light blue line. So now you can tell that it is pinned. So once it's pinned, that's where it lives. The shortcut lives on the quick launch bar on the taskbar. If I want to unpin, I can go to the start menu to unpin, but I can just unpin right here. If I right click on Word, you see the last thing on there is unpin from taskbar. But before I unpin from taskbar, I'm going to, you have to right click. I'm going to open the document that I just had open. I think it's this one. And then I can, even with it open, I can right click and click unpin from taskbar. Go ahead. And when I close it now, when I close it, Word is not there anymore because it's not pinned. It doesn't live there. It was just visiting. So let me open it again. Any questions? Mhm.
So then with the different pin word and title word. You said that we had application word, right? The title word. Maybe it happened to me last time because if I
Wait,
see one-
what do you mean by application? And, oh, the tile
Yeah,
in,
the
oh,
title
okay,
word and the-
yeah,
If I see the W, I know that it's a word, right?
right, yeah.
And
So
then
if
maybe
I
the-
scroll down, I have Word right here, right? And, but this is also a link, actually. So the people that build the computers, whoops, the people that build the computers want to make it easy for you to find the applications. That's why they put them here. So with Word, you have to scroll down, all the way down to get to Word, right? So instead of having you do all of that work, it pins. That's how this computer came. Word was already pinned to the start menu. So it's pinned here. There's a shortcut of Word here. So they are both shortcuts. This is a shortcut of Word. This is a shortcut. But on this section here, it is pinned. It's pinned to the start menu. If I right click on Word right here, see, I can unpin from start. I'm going to unpin from start and it's gone. Now, if I right click on Word now, I'm left clicking. What's it with this left clicking? Now, if I right click on Word, way at the top, it says pin to start. When it says start, it means start menu. So I click and there it is. And I can put it back where it was.
So then is, you recommend to use only the title
No, I recommend that you use the taskbar. That's the fastest way.
Because I see that for that reason I'm making some kind of makes a lot of time when I send my homework.
Mhm,
Sometimes I see here some kind of homework, I put click, right? But when I look in here, disappear, then I have to look again. Maybe I say three or
Mhm.
many times.
Mhm. mhm. So we're going to pin Word, Excel, PowerPoint. We're gonna pin those and unpin them. We're gonna practice that. So continue reading, Jose, the second paragraph.
If you right click on any of these applications, you are given option to pin to start, pin to taskbar, and install among others. Pin to start allow you to pin an application on the style section on the start menu. In order to pin to the taskbar, you must click more. Some applications have arrows that when you click them, provide you with more application options.
Thank you. Any questions about that? Okay, continue.
This section only display application. Another word for application is program. They both mean the same. You will not find any file that you have created or that you have saved on the computer in this section.
Okay, so I said that you're not going to find any files that you have created, but let's go back to the start menu. They are not, any files that you have created are not listed in this list here, right? The files that you have created, you don't see them. You only see applications here. But if I right click on Word, I will see the latest Word documents that I have been working on. And here's the taskbar handout. This is the last one that I have worked on. So you are able to see files that you have worked on, but not on the main list. You have to right click to see them. Continue, Jose.
This section only display application, another word for application program. They both mean the same. You will not find any file that you have created and that you have saved to the computer on this section. On the right of the application section, there are
Pinned
pin tile of some application. We call this section tile. There are some application pinned here by default, but they can be pinned. Any application can be pinned in this area if you prefer to open your application from this area.
Okay, so on the right side, the group on the right side, I call them tiles, because that's what they call these here, tiles. And you can pin and unpin. And when you come to the start menu, you can just click on them from here to open them. But I'm already said that down on the taskbar, that's the fastest and easiest way to open an application. Go ahead, continue.
You pin application here in several ways. The main way to pin application here is to right click an application in the application section and click pin to start. The application will remain in the style section until you pin it. when you right click on application in the type section, you get option to think, rely, and install, and more option when you click more.
Thank you, Jose. So there are other ways to pin to the start. So let's say I go to File Explorer and I look for an application. I would find an application in this PC, in local disk. Local disk is the hard drive. Let me see, do I have any applications here? Okay. Okay, yeah, I have this application here, Spelling City. If I right click on it, right click. If I right click, oh no, it won't allow me to pin. No, I can't pin. No, it won't allow me to pin. I don't know why. Okay, so no. Forget that I was saying. Okay, so any questions about the start menu? So would anyone please volunteer to read this page? Go ahead. Page 7. The search bar. All right, yeah, go ahead. Magnifying.
Magnifying glass, you can access to the search bar. You can search application files, settings, folder, websites, music, photos, and in the search bar. You can type in the name of the app or file or you can get a search for the person search for the link.
Okay, so okay, so if you come to the search bar to the right of the start button, you can see there's a magnifying glass to the left. And then it says type here to search. So you can click in there and it gives you a window with at the top, it says all. And then we have apps, applications, we have documents, we have web, we have more. And when we click more, you can see we can search for emails, we can search for folders, we can search for music, we can search for people, we can search for photos, we can search in the settings window, and we can search for videos. So let's say I want to search for a folder. If I click folder, you see folder is the one that has the blue line at the top. So if folders, if I go to the search bar, it already says folders. If I enter Windows 10, Windows 10, I have to search carefully because I have Windows 10 in classwork folder. I have Windows 10 in modules folder. I have Windows 10 in classwork again. I have Windows 10 in class document, in classwork, class documents, classwork, class documents, classwork. So I have to pick and choose which one I want. You might not get that. You only get one. You only get one Windows 10 folder. But I have Windows 10 folders in so many different places. So that's why I have such a long list. But you can see, you can access the Windows 10 folder. You can access any folder by typing it in here, right? If I go back up and I click web, let's say I want to open Carlos Rosario Charter School. So here we have Carlos Rosario Charter School. Over here, we have Carlos Rosario Board. If we click the arrow to the right, the second one, if I click that, I get Carlos Rosario International PCS. And then it tells me, if I go down to the bottom, it says open results in browser. So if I click that, open result in browser, it takes me to, it doesn't take me to the website exactly, but it takes me to a search for Carlos Rosario. Oh, this is strange. Okay, so I opened a different class offerings plan for school. If I want class offerings, I can click class offerings. And here, they're gonna give me the class offerings for Harvard and for Sonia Gutierrez. Okay, we get this instead. Okay, let's close this. So that's the search bar. Now, continue, Renee.
Switch between view and search bar in the magnificent glass.
Magnifying.
Magnify. By right click on space on the taskbar. Then click search and then click show search icon. The search bar then has the magnifying glass.
Okay, so now let's go to an empty space on the desktop. And actually you can right click right there in the search bar. You can right click right there and you get the same shortcut menu that you get when you right click in an empty space. So at the top, there's toolbars, and then right below toolbars is search. You can see we have, when we put our mouse pointer on search, we have hidden, we have search, show search icon, and we have show search box. So show search box is the one that has the check mark. But if we click show search icon, go ahead and click search icon. And you see now, the box is gone. All we have is the magnifying lens. The magnifying lens to the right of the start button. You click up, excuse me, you click on it and there you get the same thing, right? Okay, now let's right click right there on the magnifying glass. Let's go back to the top, put our mouse pointer on search, and then go to the right and click hidden. Hidden. Now there's no search. There's no search bar. No magnifying glass. However, so let's go ahead and right click in an empty space on the taskbar. Go up to search and click show search box, and it's back. Any questions about that? Continue, Renee?
When you press the Windows key on the keyboard, you can type in enter a search word in the search bar. In some Windows 10 version, you will find the Cortana inside the search bar. Yes, that is why some people call the search bar Cortana. But our school computers have Cortana to the right of the search bar.
Okay, not this semester. This semester, they didn't even put Cortana on there. So some of you might have Cortana to the right of the search bar. Or you might have it to the right of task view. I'm not sure where you were able. Some students weren't able to drag it all the way to put it to the right of the search bar. But remember, the search bar, you can find anything. Anything that's on the computer that you can see on the computer, you can search for it here. Any questions about the search bar? Okay, someone else read this page, please. Go ahead.
Cortana, the right of the search bar,
Magnifying.
glass is Cortana, which is a digital virtual assistant. Use it to set reminders, send emails, play music, search the internet, answer questions, things. To Siri, Amazon, Echo, and it needs to be activated to be used. You have to sign in to your Microsoft.
Okay, so yours is not activated, but mine is. So to use Cortana, you have to click Cortana on the taskbar. Click Cortana on the taskbar. And then if you're gonna give a voice command, you say, hey Cortana, open Word. Maybe you have to put the microphone. Because now you can write, put the microphone. Hey Cortana, open Word. Hey Cortana, open Word. Try it again. Hey Cortana, open Microsoft Word 2016. Oh, there's no Microsoft Word 2016. Okay, let me try again. Hey Cortana, open Word 365. Let's try again. Hey Cortana, open Windows 10 folder. Hey Christina. Hey Cortana, what's up? Yeah, Cortana. Hey Cortana, open File Explorer. It's not doing anything. Maybe my microphone is not. Maybe because of my microphone. Let me remove the microphone Okay, now let's see. Hey, Cortana, open Word. You prefer Excel? Okay. Hey, Cortana, open Excel. It's not doing anything. I don't know what's wrong. I tried it before and it worked. Okay, so let me type, let me see if it will just do Word. And then I click here, Word. Yeah, it opened Word. Let me see if it will open Windows 10. I just type Windows 10. Click here. No, I didn't ask for OneNote. No, I didn't ask for OneNote. Okay, maybe that's too difficult because there are so many Windows 10 folders. So anyway, this is how you use Cortana. Once it gets active on your computer. I'm not understanding why it's not. Hey, Cortana, open Microsoft Word. No, not OneNote. Hey, Cortana, open Microsoft Word. Okay, you know, not cooperate. Okay, so she's not cooperating. Cortana. So any questions about Cortana? Continue, Irma? Huh? I requested it. Yeah. And I added my supervisor just to make them, but I haven't gotten a response yet. Continue, Irma.
In order to get Cortana to respond to your commands, you say, hey Cortana. If you say Cortana, you will not get a response. Also, you request your opinion, say clearly the no. Sometimes it is necessary to click Cortana on the taskbar. Now type commands important in Cortana to the left of the microphone and the Cortana keyboard. Use a text box where you can write commands. There is another application that provides assistance. It is called GetText. You can get text when you open the segment to search and GetText. It helps you find solutions to problems on the computer. The difference between Cortana and GetText is that Cortana helps you to things. GetText helps you fix things.
Okay, so now let's look for Get Help. Let's open our Start menu. Open our Start menu. And let's scroll down to G. Scroll down to G. Scroll down to G. B, D, E, F, G. And there's Get Help. Let's click away to close the Start menu. Let's go to the search bar. Click in the search bar and type Get. All you have to do is type Get, and you have Get Help at the top. So go ahead and click Get Help. Get help is different from Cortana because this is only when you need to, something is going wrong on the computer and you need to get assistance to work to fix it. Let me maximize it. So it says, we are here to help. Tell us your problem so we can get you the right help and support. Example, can't install Office. So let's see if it will give us instructions on how to uninstall programs. So uninstall UNI on N uninstall UNIN on an S T A L L. See, it gives us clues at the bottom, but it's not giving me the clue that I want. So space bar, uninstall programs. PRO. Uninstall programs. Let me see if I type application, if that's going to make a difference. Applications. Okay, and then press enter. Okay, and here it gives us written result, top result, repair apps and programs in window. And then we scroll down. That's not what we want. We don't want to repair apps and programs. If we scroll down, we get uninstall or remove apps and programs in Windows 10. And, some are working. Mine say, yeah. Okay, some students were able to get it, some students not able to get it. But I had to scroll to find the results that I wanted. So recommended articles, uninstall or remove apps and programs in Windows 10. So if I click read the article, this will give me instructions. See, uninstall from start menu. Select start and look for the app or program in the list. Press and hold or right click on the app and select uninstall. Uninstalling from the settings page. And we also have uninstall from control panel. So they give us 3 ways to uninstall. So Now at the bottom, it says, was this information helpful? Let me see what will happen if I say no. Can you help improve the more, what affected your experience? Okay. So usually, if you're not able to find the solution to your request, you can go down to the bottom and click sign in to contact support. So you have to use your Microsoft. You have to use your Microsoft account to sign in to get help from a person. So you can get help from a person, but first they prefer that you try to find a result by writing a request. Then if you can't get the correct or the right answer, then you can choose to contact a person. Any questions about Get Help? So Cortana is like, hey Cortana, write an email for me. Or hey Cortana, play this favorite song. Or hey Cortana, open Microsoft Word. Or hey Cortana, do something else for me, right? Now, Get Help is my printer, my document doesn't print. My computer, the screen is not showing. So with Get Help, you're asking for help with something that's not working on your computer, or something that you need help with, like uninstalling programs. So help with things like that. Cortana can help you to uninstall a program, but Get Help can do it. Any questions? Okay, let's take a few minutes. Let's go to Schoology. In Schoology, click Updates on the left, right below Materials. Look, I have all of these things over here. I have to grade. I haven't graded. My apologies for taking so long to grade. Okay, so let me write it in larger text. Okay, so okay, you might have to reload your page to see the question. So to answer, just look for right below the question. There's comments. You click comments to answer the question. Hmm? Right below the question, you see comments? Click that to answer. There's no question? Did you reload? And there's no question? Let's see. Huh? Yeah. Oh, I'm in evening, sorry. I'm in evening, my apologies. I thought I was looking for something. Let me copy this. Sorry about that. That's evening. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, we started to get, oh no, that's not for this. Do oh, delete these. Get them out of the way. Don't forget to click post when you're finished writing your answer. I'm not seeing any answers. Uh, you don't see the question? I'm not sure why I'm not seeing any answers. am I not seeing? Did anyone submit? Raise your hand if you submitted an answer. Oh, nobody answered it?
I don't see the question.
You don't see the question? How do you change the search bar to a magnifying lens? You have to click updates and Schoology. Now, scroll up.
Maybe they have to click reload, Miss Yolanda, or refresh,
Update.
because we have it here.
Oh, okay, thanks. Okay. Now, how do you share the question? You found it? You found the question? You found it? You found the question? You found the question? Okay. Okay, we have one answer. By right clicking on search bar on the taskbar, then go to search and click show search box. Well, we want to change from search bar to magnifying lens. So we need to. Let me see.
Good morning, Carlos Rosario. It is 11 a.m. and it is time to dismiss classes. Also, for students who need to see student services, they will be in the auditorium this morning. Let's get ready to dismiss level 5, level 4, and level 1. And
Okay,
also, grab and go bag a meal for $5. We'll see you tomorrow.
okay, so if you haven't finished answering the question, go ahead and post it anyway, and then we'll get back to it tomorrow. Thank you so much for allowing me to talk as much as I talk today. I prefer that you do that. Yes. Mhm. Mhm. Organization, international documents is unavailable. The location on this PC, make sure. Click OK. Okay. Click File Explorer.
I have it on File Explorer.
Oh, it's there. Oh, okay.
I
Okay,
just wondering why.
yeah. Oh, that is strange.
But it's fine.
Alright. You're welcome. So have a good afternoon. See you all tomorrow. Mhm. Oh, yes, that's yours. Did you open it? We have to wait until they call us to leave.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Did you open it? We have to wait until they call us to leave. Okay. Uh-huh.
I see my face is a little with this update.
Uh-huh. Update
Yeah.
now.
I have to do
Updates
that.
available. Go ahead. updates for Office are ready to be installed, but first we need to close some apps. Okay, so you have to close your apps. Close your apps. Close that. Close that. Okay, so now try to shut down again. Shut down. That's what you were trying to do, shut down. Power, click power. Click power. Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it didn't download anything. I thought it had updates. Okay.
Thank you.
Mhm.
What can I do when somebody, no, in my case, right? That when I send submission in the last assignment that we did last week. So if I know that the submission is not correct, how can I erase that one?
You can erase. You
Submission,
just
submission.
resubmit. Just resubmit. But
They
you
didn't have
can't
some way to
No.
back to me to
No.
the make
delete it. No,
delete. Okay, thank you.
sure.
There's some of you told me that there's people who help you here to find a job.
Oh, yeah.
You know that?
That's what they said in the announcement. They're in the auditorium.
Okay.
Okay, so just go up the stairs
They will be
and
here
to the
today?
left.
They
Yeah,
will be
they're
here?
there now.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So can I go now?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
The person can, the student can delete that one, but if you see
We
3 or
continue
4.
to dismiss classes
thing is,
for this
you can delete
morning,
it.
level 5, level 4, level 1, level 3, computer basics and orientation.
Thank you. Bye. See you tomorrow.
For example, if you see three of my assignment, right? So maybe one is okay, you can delete it too. Right?
Me, I can't believe it.
You can delete it.
No one can believe it. Yeah, just resubmit the correct one and that's it. Oh. Oh. Okay, so could you send me an email to remind me to?
Yeah, is it por de las 12 puede entrar?
Sí. Oh, sí. Okay. I forgot the. Oh, it wasn't. Stop recording. Okay, I was.